Karoo town and the surrounding landscape. The project is called Po, a word from the language of the Kham hunter-gatherers. It means homeland. After this insert, we will have two specialists in the studio to discuss the project. New Bethesda would be just another tiny town in the vast landscape of the Karoo if it wasn't for one remarkable person and her creation, Helen Martins and the Owl House. Arthur Fugard's internationally acclaimed play, The Road to Mecca, chronicled the tragic and controversial life and death of Helen Martins. But the Owl House has remained, and it draws a stream of curious visitors to the town. New Bethesda is a showcase for a new type of art, which uses the landscape as an essential element. Called site-specific art, it has returned the town to its heritage of breaking the boundaries began by its most famous citizen, Helen Martins. Former art director Mark Wilby is the originator of the project.
The notion of site-specific art fits in very well with where we are. It allows artists the opportunity to come in and engage with this kind of environment, allow what the environment provides to actually talk through the artworks that they're presenting.
And the beautiful but harsh environment has spoken to artists like Elaine Matthews and Brian the Poet, whose work is taking shape on a distant hillside outside the town.
The way that the stones are broken up, the fact that we're using bits of gravel, bits of stone, all of that has happened because of the process. And yeah, the landscape bears the marks of what has happened. Now what I'm doing is just a small kind of little flicker in terms of what this landscape is. This landscape is going to be here forever.
Each of the artists have chosen sites which have been catalysts for the work that they have created here. Site-specific art demands the attention and interaction of the viewer and the time to absorb ideas which may be quite difficult to grasp at first. You need to walk around the art, look and feel the atmosphere.
We are, as artists, we put the things there, like a painter would put brush strokes down on a canvas. Intuitively sometimes, not knowing ourselves what we're actually doing, but it feels right. Is it the right place or the right tone or whatever? And it's for the viewer to then make up in himself a feeling or an understanding of what's going on.
Bart was married and gedoop. He was baptized here, and so it's a building that stood open and empty for a long time, and what we're trying to do is heal it in a way, is that open it up again, talk about the past, and so it is the past of the community here, and also just in terms of stimulation. When I made the maquette, I thought, well, hell, why can't I actually make more of them? So the guys who were here researching us and taking photographs of us have actually taken it upon themselves to make miniature maquettes, which will be on sale, and they'll get the money.
It's taken time, to go through the process of whilst we were defining the project, enlightening the local people as to what it was about. And I think quite a lot of people are still mystified by the thing, but very supportive of the idea of this kind of interaction.
I'm trying to create a dialogue, between different types of graffiti. Also, a sort of dialogue between the people from the area also, because New Bethesda is like a microcosm of South Africa.
I've never done anything like this before. I'm a printmaker. That's my profession. So I make little prints. So to do a sculpture is like completely out of my territory, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's any good, or if I could be terrible for all I know, but I've enjoyed it.
The players who use this field are from Pinasach. They play against neighboring teams. And actually on Tuesday, which is the opening day of this festival, two local teams, Khayelitsha and Seven Stars, will battle it out on this field, wearing this image, which becomes a logo as a sort of an echo of a commercial logo. The image itself is of corrugated iron, which is about temporariness. because that's really what Illusions of Permanence is all about.
Like the Karoo is well known for its fossils, world famous for its fossils, and especially Nieu Bethesda. So what I'm trying to create through this artwork is a kind of a memory lane where you would walk down and rediscover the fossils, but like reversing the whole system where we would discover the names, and then we would go and look up what the animals used to look like.
I think one of the fortunate things about this town is that there's a remarkable degree of acceptance and tolerance and interest in other things, and I think that is thanks to, in an odd sort of way, things like having had Helen Martins in this town, having had a Buddhist center here for many years. There always has been a strong interaction in this town with outside people from outside and outside influences. So the people here are very accepting, accommodating, and open to new ideas.
The exhibition is well worth a visit, especially if you've never been to New Bethesda to see the home of Helen Martins.